For centuries, scientists wondered, what are things made of? They knew about atoms, the universe's building blocks, and believed them to be unbreakable. But in the early 20th century, that belief was shattered. Scientists like Rutherford and Bohr discovered the atom's nucleus, a dense center orbited by electrons. In 1938, German chemists Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann bombarded uranium with neutrons, expecting it to absorb them. Instead, they found barium, a much lighter element. It was as if a boulder had shattered into sand. The only explanation, the uranium atom had split. Lise Meitner and Otto Frisch named this process nuclear fission. It released a staggering amount of energy. News of fission spread rapidly among scientists. The word itself, fission, carried a sense of power and danger. Suddenly, the rules of the universe had changed. If many uranium atoms could be split at once, the result wouldn't just be energy, it would be an explosion. The discovery promised limitless energy but also hinted at a terrifying new weapon. The atomic age had begun, and the world would never be the same. The secret of the atom was out, and its consequences would soon shake the world. Scientists realized they had unlocked the energy that holds the universe together, but with that power came a shadow, the possibility of destruction on a scale never seen before. The race to control this new force had begun. The timing of fission's discovery was ominous. 1938, as Hitler's power grew in Germany. Many scientists who fled Nazi persecution feared what would happen if Hitler's regime harnessed this new power. The question haunted them: what if the Nazis built an atomic bomb first? German physicists like Werner Heisenberg were brilliant and well-resourced. The world's fate could hinge on who built the bomb first. In 1939, Hungarian physicists in the US, Leo Szilard and Eugene Wigner, knew they had to warn the American government. They turned to Albert Einstein, whose name would command attention. Einstein, deeply opposed to war, understood the danger and agreed to sign a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The letter warned a single bomb could destroy an entire port and urged immediate US research. Roosevelt read the letter and acted. The race for the atomic bomb had officially begun. The fear of a Nazi bomb drove the Allies to action. The world was now in a secret race with stakes higher than ever before. The outcome would shape the future of humanity. The clock was ticking. Roosevelt's decision launched the Manhattan Project, one of history's largest and most secret undertakings. Its mission: build an atomic bomb before the Nazis. The project united top scientists, engineers, and military minds from around the world. General Leslie Groves, a master organizer, took command. To lead the science, Groves chose J. Robert Oppenheimer, a brilliant physicist. Oppenheimer proposed a secret laboratory where the best minds could work together, isolated from the world. The chosen site, Los Alamos, New Mexico, a remote mesa transformed into a hidden city. Here, Oppenheimer's team tackled unprecedented challenges, enriching uranium, producing plutonium, and designing a bomb that would work. The fate of the world rested on their success. Scientists worked day and night, driven by urgency and fear. Every breakthrough brought them closer to a weapon that could end the war, or change it forever. The Manhattan Project became a race against time and against the unknown. The world waited, unaware of what was being built in the desert. By summer 1945, Los Alamos had produced enough uranium and plutonium for 2 bombs. But would the bomb actually work? The plutonium design was so complex, it had to be tested. The test, codenamed Trinity, took place in the New Mexico desert. On July 16, 1945, at 5:29 a.m., the world changed forever. A blinding flash lit up the desert, brighter than the sun, followed by a deafening roar and a towering mushroom cloud. The bomb worked, beyond expectations. The power of the stars had been unleashed on Earth. Scientists and generals alike were stunned. Relief mixed with dread. Oppenheimer quoted the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." The test was a triumph, and a warning. The atomic bomb was no longer theory, it was a reality. The next decision would be the most consequential in human history. The weapon was ready. The world would soon witness its power. The dawn of the atomic age had arrived, and nothing would ever be the same. The countdown to Hiroshima had begun. With the bomb proven, President Truman faced a grave choice: invade Japan or use the new weapon. On August 6, 1945, a B-29 bomber dropped Little Boy over Hiroshima. In seconds, a city vanished in a blinding flash, tens of thousands killed instantly, many more doomed by radiation. Survivors described a living hell, burns, black rain, and devastation beyond imagination. Despite the horror, Japan did not surrender. 3 days later, a second bomb, Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki. Another city was destroyed, another 40,000 lives lost in an instant. Faced with unimaginable destruction, Emperor Hirohito intervened. On August 15th, Japan surrendered. World War II was over. The atomic bomb had ended the war, but at a terrible cost. The world had witnessed a new kind of destruction. The age of nuclear weapons had begun. The bomb's shadow would haunt humanity forever. The survivors, the hibakusha, became living reminders of nuclear horror. The world could never go back. Victory brought celebration, but also unease. The atomic bomb was hailed as a miracle weapon, yet its true horror soon became clear. Photos and stories from Hiroshima and Nagasaki revealed a weapon that could erase cities and poison generations. Humanity now held the power to destroy itself. The US was the sole nuclear power, but not for long. The Soviet Union, once an ally, quickly became a rival, and began building its own bomb. The Cold War dawned. Two superpowers, each armed with doomsday weapons, locked in a tense standoff. The arms race began with thousands of bombs built on both sides. School children practiced duck and cover drills. Families built fallout shelters. The fear of nuclear annihilation became part of daily life. The bomb that ended one war created a new, permanent tension. The world now lived under the shadow of mutually assured destruction. The atomic age was here to stay. After the war, many Manhattan Project scientists were haunted by their creation. Oppenheimer warned of a nuclear arms race, saying, "I feel I have blood on my hands." Others, like Leo Szilard, campaigned against nuclear weapons, fearing what they had unleashed. The story of the bomb is a lesson in human ingenuity, and in the dangers of unchecked power. Splitting the atom unlocked both limitless energy and the potential for unimaginable destruction. Knowledge itself is neutral. Its use depends on our choices. The world now faces the challenge of managing this power wisely. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are permanent reminders of what's at stake. The responsibility to prevent nuclear catastrophe belongs to all of us. We must remember, understand, and act with wisdom and compassion. The future is unwritten. The choice between destruction and peace is still in our hands. The atomic age demands not just power, but wisdom.